Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. This is a designed run. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams...
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 20. 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
The Cougars will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Might be looking to run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get him nice positive gain.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Defense in press coverage. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, UCLA. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Moving away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Corner's going to give them room. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's going to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Movement here from the tight end. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Trying to get to it. Escapes trouble. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. And the Cougars in the hurry up. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Washington State!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bruins will boot away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Now, a 4th down.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Washington State going quickly.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the 2nd half. They're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wazoo.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Using his feet. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. They're trying to get to it. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes one man miss. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He throws back to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Stands in and takes the hit. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And with the receivers these guys have, it's not surprising me that they're going back-to-back taking shots. Last play it worked, this play it didn't. But if I'm them, keep your foot on the pedal, man. Keep taking shots.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Let's go.
He'll just keep slinging it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now adjusting. He'll let one go down the right side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dances away. Finds a man by himself. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Dances away from the heat. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football.
Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Washington State, 12.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. What great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They want to just keep throwing it.
He threw it over there.
Caught near the sideline. It's Bland. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give to the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better to get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, a consolation prize, if you will.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Uncorks it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still on his feet. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Well, maybe that was a game we needed to get back on track. However, GG's.